Well, hello there. I have another what's for dinner I'm going to make for you. And this time we are going to be making 3 casseroles that I've picked off of Pinterest. One's a crock pot and then 2 are like stove or oven casseroles, right? I was going to do one that was another crock pot, then I realized I already did it for you. So we're doing 2 traditional casseroles and 1 crock pot. So that's what this was for dinner is going to be. And of course I'll have all 3 recipes linked down below so you can go look at them. I will let you know what I think after each recipe. So the first one we're going to start with is called Sloppy Joe Tater Tot Casserole. So you basically have ground beef, stuff to make like a Sloppy Joe mix, and then you use shredded cheese, the crispy fried onions, and then tater tots on the top. So I'm first gonna dice my onions and then we'll get going. So here's a little sneak peek of what it looks like, but of course the recipe will be down below. Here is a quick look at all of the ingredients. Super simple. Obviously I don't need 8 cups of cheese, but I'm doing a lot of recipes with cheese, so I bought the big one. But pretty simple, and have probably most of it on hand, maybe except for this, or like the Worcestershire sauce or something like that. I got the oven on medium, and I'm just going to break up my meat here. And then after this gets going just a little bit, I'm going to pop in the onions, or I might just do it now. I do cook it on about a 6 or medium. I like to slow brown my meat. And then once the onion and the meat are cooked, I'm going to rinse it in hot water. That's how I drain the grease, because I don't like any grease on there. It does not agree with me, and we just prefer it that way. So we're gonna get that meat cooking. Put in our cup of diced yellow onion. I'm sure you could use any kind of onion. So that is going to brown, and then I will let you know what I'm going to do next. So I need a cup of ketchup. Cup of ketchup. Teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon. Yes. 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Hey, I'm filming up here. I'm filming. Shh. That's what I'm telling you. I'm talking to Rex mainly. 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Right? I just put it in the cup so it would just be all ready to pour right in the thing. It did not say to do that. It just said to add it to the pan, but now I can clean up a little bit. Okay, so I added the sauce mixture, and then it says I'm supposed to also add the French fried onions to the pan and stir well. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to put this in first and then layer those on top. I feel like they're going to get super soggy, and like, that's a lot of onion. There's onion in here. So let's just, yeah, I knew this wasn't going to fill the pan a whole lot. Okay. It says how many 2 cups of crispy fried onions. I think I'm just gonna do 1. Let's see here. I think that looks good. And then it says sprinkle 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese on top of meat. Place the frozen tater tots in a single layer on the cheese. Place the dish in the oven 35 minutes, and after 35 minutes, sprinkle the remaining cup of shredded cheese on top of the tater tots. And then return the dish to continue baking the casserole until the cheese on top is melted, I'm assuming. 4 to 6 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna leave roughly a cup in here and just sprinkle on the top. Yeah, I probably sprinkled a little too much. Maybe put a little back in. Okay, now it's tater tot. Well, it's all out of the oven. There's a little cheese on the top, and we're gonna cut into it and see how it tastes, and we will let you know. I also made a side of coleslaw, and then we have strawberries on the. Turning it on. You gotta get over here. So we are all done with our sloppy show. And obviously the puppies didn't get any, so they're all mad. No, they tried a little bit of coleslaw. They like lettuce and stuff. Anyways, everybody thought it was good. Even Oliver ate it. Nick thought it was really good. I liked it really good. I don't know why I keep saying it like that. Well, I think you're like, this was really good. I thought it was really good. That's probably why I keep saying it like that. But I think you could have if, like I've said before, if you're not into onions.
Squelch down here to your level. Squelch.
Squelch?
That's squatting and crouching.
Okay.
Squelch.
And then, so I think you could have left out like the onions, like the raw onions that you
said there was like 3 kinds. There was like
onion powder in the like sauce.
Regular onions, and then like the fried ones.
Yeah, so I think if I would make it again, I would just leave the diced yellow onion out and just do the powder and the crispy onions. Because then I think you could taste the crispy onions a little better, and that gives it a little more crunch and different texture. Where, you know, it
didn't taste super oniony.
No, it didn't taste super oniony, but I think like the fried crispy onions have like a fun flavor and texture. You were supposed to put that in the meat and in the sauce, and I'm like, they're gonna get all soggy, so I put it like, I layered it. And so, but no, the cheese was really good, so we really liked it. Oliver wanted to put sour cream on it. I'm like, it's not tacos, but he just ate it then. The coleslaw was good, and pickles on the side like a real old sloppy Joe.
Now I have lots of good leftovers to eat when I come home for lunch.
Yeah, so for us, Nick definitely gets leftovers out of a 9x13 casserole. So thumbs up on the first casserole, Pinterest casserole. Well, hey there, I am back at you with another casserole. So today we have the barbecue chicken ranch casserole, and it calls for 3 cups of shredded chicken. So I just did my like rotisserie chicken hack where I put a big chicken breast and a big chicken thigh, both boneless, into the crock pot and put a little like chicken bouillon and salt and pepper with it. And so I have my shredded chicken. This is another Pinterest one, so I just have a picture of it on my phone like I did with the last one. It calls for some bow tie pasta, so I do have my water boiling back here. So I'll show you the recipe quick, and then kind of a few things that I had to do already because I'm kind of scripping and scraping for ingredients, I guess, today. So this is the recipe I'm going to be using, and once again, I will link it down below. It needs a cup of ranch, and I went to get my bottle of ranch, and I literally had like 1/4 a cup. But I did have this up in the cupboard, so I used like a tablespoon of this and then put a 1/2 cup of milk and mayo and that other little bit of ranch. So here's my cup of ranch. And then I need 3/4 cup of barbecue sauce, so I got a little cookies and a lot of Famous Dave's. So I think I might use this up, and then if I need more, put in a little Famous Dave's. And then it said shredded cheddar cheese blend. Well, I just got a giant thing of cheddar, so, but I had a little, like a cup of mozzarella in the fridge, so I threw that in there with it. So there's my 2.5 cups of my blend. And then I have a few bacon in here and more in there. And then I got the green chilies, the rotel, the corn. My water is ready for the bow tie pasta. Then some minced onion, and then my approximately 3 cups of shredded chicken. So I'm gonna get that pasta in, and then we will get the, I think I'll measure the barbecue and make sure my cans are open and everything like that. Okay, it just says a can of corn, but I am going to drain it because I don't think you want all that in there. And I don't know about the rotella and the green chilies, so I'm going to check those out. Okay, so I did strain the tomatoes and green chilies just a little bit. I got a few minutes left on the noodles, pasta. And it does say, got oven at 350, cook the pasta till al dente, drain, and transfer to a large mixing bowl. So that's what I got here. I think I can technically add in chicken, the bacon, the corn, or the cheese, the corn, the rotel, the diced green chilies, ranch dressing, barbecue, and the mixed onion. So I can pretty much put everything else in, and then it'll just be ready when the pasta's done. When the pasta's done. I have it in the oven for 15 minutes. It said 15 to 20. I decided to do 15, and let me see. 15 to 20 minutes or until hot and cheese is melted. So I'll just check it, see how the cheese is. You didn't have to put the cheese on top if you didn't want to, but why not? More cheese. I was gonna make like some crescent rolls, and then I was like, well, there's pasta in there. That's like a grain. I don't need to make a side of veggies. There's corn and tomatoes and green chilies in there. So I think we're just gonna eat this. I don't know what else to make, so. I mean, I suppose if I had some fruit or something, I could kind of make a smoothie with it, or if I had some lettuce, but I really don't. So I think we're just gonna eat this, and that'll be supper. So it's about 1:45-ish, and the cheese is all melted. It looks very like nacho taco-y almost. So I'm gonna let it sit here a minute, and then we'll get dished up, and I will let you know how it is. For today's final Pinterest casserole, we're going to make this cheesy crock-pot tortellini. So you first got to brown the sausage and the hamburger. So we're going to do that first. And then once that's brown, you combine that, half of this, it's a half a pound of each, in with half the mushrooms and then a jar of marinara and a jar of our can of Italian tomatoes. I will, of course, link this recipe down below. And then that cooks in the crock-pot for like 6 to 8 hours. And then about 15 minutes before the end, you stir the tortellini in and sprinkle the cheese on and let it cook for about 15 more minutes. And I decided to use frozen instead of refrigerated. They were just, the price difference was just a lot, so I grabbed the frozen ones, and it says that the frozen ones take about the same, but if you were to use dry ones, then you gotta cook it for a little longer. So let's get to browning. I'm gonna separate this and freeze the other half, and then we'll brown it up. So my hamburger and sausage is all browned, and I am going to drain it today, but I'm not going to rinse it. If you've watched any of my cooking videos, usually when I do hamburger, I rinse it with hot water. Today, I'm just going to drain it. There's not a lot of grease, and I'm thinking a little grease in that spaghetti might be just a little nice, you know, like from the sausage and stuff. So let's go dump it in the crock pot. So we have everything else dumped in there. So as you saw, I dumped everything else in there. We're just waiting for the meat. Alright, it says stir. I'm just going to stir it with this. Less utensils I have to dirty up. And she said she uses a 6-quart crock pot, which I'm assuming this is. You could double it pretty easily in a big one, which for the meat and the mushrooms, that would be nice because then you could use the whole package. But we'll just do half to make sure we like it. And I ran out of slow cooker bags, so we are just going, we're freeballing it today. Going commando, I guess. So that's everything we're going to put in there. We're going to wait on the tortellini until we're done. Of course, you got to put the lid on it. Put it on low, and the time is 10:59, so it'll be done. 6 hours will be 5, and that's usually when I start doing other things for supper, so we can go 5:30, or 6, depending on what that's like. I don't know why it would need a lot more time than that. And that's it, so we'll see you at cheese and tortellini time. I am back. This has been going for 6 hours. I realized at noon that my other plug-in was not on, so I quick switched it and I just had to hit the reset button. So there that is. We are going to stir in the tortellinis. That's the tortellini I bought, just the frozen ones from Walmart. And then I need a cup of mozzarella and a half a cup of this, which I might do a little more cheese. I like cheese. Let's get that done. 15 minutes, and then I got these garlic knots from Walmart that I'm going to throw in the oven, and then we have some salad too. Okay, the cheese is all melted. Looks ooey gooey. Now we are going to dish it onto my plate and see how that goes. So the cheese was pretty stringy, but it looks like it should, I'm pretty sure. I will let you know how it tastes. Well, we are all done with supper. I am completely stuffed. I must have took more than I thought. It was pretty good. The sauce had a pretty mild flavor. The cheese got kind of like stringy on the top, so I wish there was just something about that it would, you know, like cut better. I don't know. On my bake that I do, the raviolis, it doesn't get like that, so I don't know if it's mozzarella or what I used. Oh, I used So Nick really liked it. He has about 3 little lunches for the week. And the boys both ate it. They didn't complain, but they didn't say how good it was either. Why? Every video, girl. Every video. You want a towel? So I've done 3 Pinterest casseroles. We've had the Sloppy Joe hot dish. That was good. Nick liked that. We had the ranch barbecue chicken casserole, which I thought was good, but needed like a different kind of meat, right? Wasn't that our thought on that one? That one shouldn't have had chicken. Had like the curly noodles and...
Yeah, it was the meat that was off.
Yeah, so I did like my shredded chicken.
We talked about ground beef.
Yeah, something would have been better. The chicken was a little different. So we'll have to try that. Because we liked it otherwise. And Oliver liked it with the chicken, but I think he would like it with the meat. Then we have this one, and I thought it was pretty good. Nick liked it. So it's kind of one of those where you could take it or leave it. Are you ready to get down now? Can I put you down? So... pretty much of a 3 out of 3. Not necessarily if I'll make all of them again, but they were all good. First time. Oh, there you are. Okay. So, thanks for watching. I hope you got some motivation and some inspiration, some simple dinner ideas, and I will leave... Let me put you down then. I will leave all of the recipes linked down below. And as always, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.